We celebrate Senior Day for men's basketball with a oh-so-sweet surprise. And Elijah Cuffee opens up about the loss of his brother.
Plus, LU baseball gets back to its winning ways and men's golf stays hot on the course. You're watching Flame Central.
Spring is in the air as Liberty Baseball has their home opener and field hockey makes a statement versus Villanova. Welcome to Flame Central, everybody. I'm Rhett McGibbon alongside Emily Austin. And Emily, every Liberty team seems to be rolling right now, but let's start on the hardwood.
Yes, we will. And Rhett, at this point in this season, we're just grateful that the men's basketball team is actually stepping foot on the hardwood.
Yeah, no doubt about that.
It seems like the Flames have done everything right, but still faced roadblock after roadblock when it comes to playing conference games. This week, it was an ice storm that tried to get in the way of LU's series against North Alabama, which pushed the games to Monday, Tuesday afternoons. Game one, the offense was flowing early with all 5 starters scoring in the first 5 minutes of play. Elijah Cuffee, who the Flames have called our superhero on defense, also had a standout offensive performance with 13 points. But Rhett, here's all you need to know.
Tell me.
Darius McGee was in fuego this series. He set a new career-high 29 points on 11 of 19 shooting from the field, including 7 3-pointers. After the game, Coach McKay said he could lead the nation in scoring, but we don't need him to. Quite the praise there. Flames cruised to a 20-point victory over UNA. Let's go to game 2. Guess what, Rhett? McGee picked up right where he left off. His range is just unbelievable. Everything that leaves his hands looks like it's going in, and usually it does. He had a game-high 24. Kyle Rode added 13 and tallied 6 boards. The Flames beat the Lions with the same exact score as Game 1, 74-54 to complete the sweep. LU continues its home winning streak to 36 games, while Cuffee picks up his 100th win. Speaking of Elijah Cuffee, he, along with Chris Parker, Luke McKay, and Colton Reed, were all honored at Monday's game for Senior Day. Usually, the family and friends come out on the court to show their support and love, but things have looked a bit different this year, so we decided to get creative and bring those special messages in surprise form for the seniors.
Elijah, Mom and Dad here. Just wanted to give you congratulations for reaching this night. We love you and we're so proud.
Love you, son. Love, peace, and soul.
Oh my God.
You're so good.
Hey Elijah, happy senior night. I love you so much. I'm so proud of you. And I just want you to know that I'm always going to be a better shooter than you. I love you. Bye.
Elijah, you've always represented your family, your church, and your community, and most important, your Lord, with such elegance and such grace.
Congratulations, Elijah Cuffee, on your senior night. We are so proud of you, so blessed to have been a part of your life.
Glad to see you getting buckets at Liberty. Glad to see you grow as a man of God.
Elijah, congratulations on an outstanding career at Liberty. Your stand for the Lord Jesus Christ has been inspirational and influential to many of us.
Man, congratulations on your career, your life, your journey, your testimony. Congratulations on being one of the all-time leading winners at Liberty University. Enjoy your night, brother.
It's just awesome. It just shows the people how many people love me. It's awesome. How many people I got that impact my life. It's just, I'm a loss of words. This is great.
Lukey, happy senior night. I am so proud of you. It has been a privilege to be able to watch the ways that you've grown off and on the court. I do need to take a little responsibility and say I'm so sorry for the ways that I've embarrassed you this year, as I've screamed at Dad multiple times to put you in the game. My bad. However, I know that I'm not the only one who wants it to happen. Your legacy at Liberty will last a lifetime, not because of the last name on the back of your jersey or whose son you are, but because of your character, Luke. I love you so much. I'm so proud of you. Happy senior night.
Luke, this is one of my saddest days because for the last 4 years, having you as a part of my daily life at my job has been such a gift. The way you serve, how humble you are, I admire and I'm inspired by it. I love you. I'm really proud of you, son.
You know that a mom could not be more proud than the way that I feel about all that you have accomplished and overcome. I'm so proud of you for the way that you persevered and you've done the hard things and you've worked. There has been no greater blessing than to be your mom and to watch you and cheer you on your journey.
Happy senior night, big dog. Super proud of you. You're what I want to be like when I grow up. You have been a great role model, and I'm sad to see you come to an end, but it's been such an amazing career for you, and I love you so much. Happy senior night.
I wasn't expecting to hear any of that. I'm so grateful for like the time that I've had like in this program, because it's like something that I'll never forget, and it's always going to be like one of my favorite experiences in my life. I'm so grateful for the opportunity to be here.
Okay.
Hello, son. I'm calling from Taipei. I want to tell you how proud I am of you on your senior night, not only for you as a player and the dedication that you have had through basketball, but also who you are as a man, your Christian attitude and your ability to know that God is first in your life.
Hey Chris, it's Kendall, your sister. I just want to say congratulations. I'm so proud of you. It's been a long journey, but you did it. You're so successful. And you're not only an inspiration to me, but inspiration to the whole family. We love you so much, and I can't wait to see what God has in store for you. Love you, Chris.
Congratulations, son. I am so very proud of the young man that you've become and all your outstanding accomplishments. It seems like it was just yesterday that you were dribbling that ball down the hallway, just at 3 years old. But tonight we celebrate you. We celebrate the Division I college graduating senior from Liberty University. Yes, son, you achieved your dream.
You did your dream, and I know that Joe was your dream playing that NCAA tournament. I know you're gonna make it because that's who you are. You set your goals and you do it.
We love you and we're so very proud of you.
Go
Flames!
Yeah!
Go, Chris. So proud of you. You got that swag.
Man, I'm holding back tears watching it. Surprise for sure. I appreciate it.
Colton, you've been a precious gift from God.
Son, we could not be more proud of everything you have accomplished.
I love you, sweetheart.
Love you, Colton.
Congratulations, Colton. I've loved seeing you grow on and off the court, and I'm so proud of you, bro.
We love you, Colton.
Colton, congratulations. We've enjoyed the journey with you.
We're so blessed to have you as our grandson. Love you, sugar.
Congratulations, Colt. We love you, man, and we are so proud of you.
That's so sweet, Dad. I didn't know they did this, so that's awesome.
Just a fantastic group of young men, and great to see them finish off with a pair of wins at home. With these wins, the Flames are tied for the top spot in the A-Sun with Bellarmine, which sets up a huge game this weekend. Liberty Bellarmine for the top spot heading into the A-Sun tourney. Directly underneath the Flames and Knights is Lipscomb, who has third well in hand. Then it bottles up with FGCU, UNA, UNF, and Stetson. Fair to say it's going to be a fun last week of the regular season. Well, staying with the men, you saw moments ago the raw emotion of Elijah Cuffee. A big reason for that is everything the young man has had to deal with behind the scenes this season. It's truly incredible that Cuffee has managed to produce one of his best seasons as a Flame, all while coping with the loss of his brother.
Yeah, I grew up in a basketball family. I mean, that means everybody's in the gym. For us, it was like, one, it was an opportunity to get to college, but then two, it was just what everybody in our family knew. So we can always communicate over basketball, I feel like. So it's like a connecting piece for our whole family.
That connection would help lead his brother into a successful collegiate basketball career, as he went on to play 4 years at Wright State and Cedarville University.
Seeing Jason play college basketball is like, he just kind of like paved the way and showing that it can be done, like making it to Division I basketball. Because, you know, like before you see it happen, it's like, oh, can it really be done? And then seeing him make it, for me, like that was like, oh, this works. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like what I'm doing with my dad and like what we're doing in the gym, like it works.
And it did work. After high school, Elijah would go on to play for Liberty University, where in just 3 seasons, he would lead the Flames to not 1, but 2 A-Sun championship titles.
The Liberty Flames back-to-back A-Sun champions.
But the summer before his senior season, everything changed for Elijah and his family.
It's actually really weird. Right before we had went back in, right before we had come back for the summer, I went home for a weekend just to get home, see my family. And the past couple weekends I was home, I went to stay with Jason. Me and him had gotten pretty close, and we're communicating more than we usually did, every day, we were talking. So I was at his house, and I saw him the morning he walked out at 7 a.m., left for work, and I left and went home. He's a firefighter, so they have downtime whenever they're at the station. So his downtime, he's playing video games, and I'm usually who he's playing with. So we were texting about him getting off his last call and to come play, and a couple hours later, he never got on. And I didn't think anything of it because it was just he was busy. And I got the call the next morning.
I've learned in coaching, whenever your phone rings really, really late at night or really early in the morning, it's usually not good. And I woke up to Linwood Cuffee, and I could hear in his emotion, we got to get a hold of Elijah. We got to get a hold of Elijah. We've been calling him and we can't get a hold of him. Fortunately, he lives with one of his former teammates that works with us, and I called Zach. And before I called Zach, Linwood told me why, that his brother had passed away.
The Charleston Fire Department died. City officials say Jason Cuffee, a firefighter and medic for the city, suffered some sort of medical episode.
Jason Cuffee was well known all around the Charleston area and beyond. He was a firefighter, medic, and a local basketball and football star, but folks around here say that he was an even better person.
I saw him Sunday morning, and I didn't see him again until Thursday. Sunday morning, obviously, I'm seeing him say bye. And then the next time I saw him, we had to go see him in the funeral home. And that was the hardest part for me, just actually seeing that was it was real. That's still probably one of the hardest parts, is realizing it's real, but going to the funeral home and touching him and seeing it was really real.
We were invited to the funeral, but we were told we didn't have to come. We bussed, I think, 5.5 hours straight. And then they sat to the right of the stage for maybe an hour and a half, close to 2-hour service, and they didn't move a muscle. Not one of them got on their phone. They sat as Jason was being eulogized, and they honored their teammate's brother. It was special. Got on the bus, came back 5.5 hours, and wasn't one complaint. No one asked, hey, when are we eating? The bus was silent. I marvel at those young men. I learn from them every day, and what they showed me was they love their teammate, they love their brother.
That was what helped me kind of get back into my normal routine. Was my teammates. They've been helping me more than they know, this year. So I think it shows how connected this team is, that as soon as they heard the news, the way they responded felt as if they were a part of the family. So the Liberty family, Liberty men's basketball, they are my family.
Those young men are different. Different. Unfortunately, everyone will point at the scoreboard and determine whether they're successful or not. These guys are champions.
Me and my brother and my sister all wore 10 playing basketball. So for me, it just represents basketball and family. Each 10 is a different font. The first font's Jason's font, my older brother, and then I'm the middle child, so I was in the middle, and then Myra is the last one. All my tattoos have a meaning to me, but this one is definitely the most meaningful I have now. sometimes I'll glance down at it and see it, or like when I'm putting my shoes on before a game, I might see it. For me, like that's more of like an encouragement just to play hard for my family.
Although he may be gone too soon, the impact that Jason had on Elijah, just like his new tattoo, will last forever.
I think that this is like just giving me even more motivation to just play as hard as I can while I'm out there and just taking advantage of every single opportunity. I feel like I gotta play as hard as I can because like I feel like that's how Jason like would want me to play.
What an emotional piece produced by our own Tyler Beatty. And, warm thank you to Elijah for opening his heart and sharing his story.
For sure.
I hope that Elijah can find some comfort in that extra time he was able to spend with his brother this summer. But it's just so sad. You can tell that they had a really close relationship.
Yeah, and I think also the brotherhood he has here at Liberty with his teammates goes a long way as well. And the Lord can give you peace in so many ways, but he can also use people. And I know he did that through his teammates.
Yeah, thank you again to Tyler for that piece. Checking in on the ladies' side of the court, the Lady Flames stepped outside of conference play for a quick contest against Shepherd. The Rams had not played a game in 354 days, but surprisingly, it was Liberty who came out a bit rusty. The Rams' Abby Beeman scored 8 early points to help Shepherd jump out to a 15-point lead in the first half. But LU's Bella Smuda
Smuda Matata
led the Lady Flames on a 12-2 run to make it a 2-point game at the half. She finished with 15 and 8 rebounds. To the second half, LU continued its momentum thanks to a 20-point performance from Emily Lytle, including a big-time triple as the shot clock expired late in the game to secure the W. Kennedy Williams had a career day with 13 points and 6 assists. The Lady Flames win it 73-65.
Let's head to the links where Liberty Golf continues to be a power. They finished 4th in the Seminole Intercollegiate and only 1 stroke back of number 1 in the nation, Oklahoma. The real story was the play of Alexander Fuchs. Fuchs would open the tournament with a pair of career best rounds at 7 under par 65. He would eventually go on to claim his 2nd career medalist honors with the best overall individual effort, finishing 11 under par over the course of the event. We'll make sure to keep you up to date on Liberty Golf's national placement in the weeks to come. Time for a little field hockey. Liberty opening up Big East play versus Villanova with a pair of games. And let's just put it this way, Lady Flames came out and just flexed their muscles.
Okay.
Game 1 would be the road show. The sophomore coming off a National Offensive Player of the Week recognition would make her case for another. She'd tally the hat trick and Liberty would roll to a 7-1 victory, powered by Rhodes and Jill Bolton, who had a career-high 7 points. Game 2 and more the exact same. This time the hat trick goes to Charlotte Van Old. Combine that with 5 different Flames torching the cage, and Liberty once again claims a 7-1 victory, improving to 3-0 on the year. Now I know it's early, but the Flames currently lead the nation in scoring average, and Rhodes is tied for 1st in goals per game.
Good stuff. Not getting enough Liberty Flames content? Check out our Flame Central podcast. You can find it on Spotify, Apple, basically wherever you get your podcasts, we are there. We've interviewed Hugh Freeze, Ian McCaw, Rem Gibbon. Plus, we dive deep into the games, including Liberty Basketball's upcoming game against Bellarmine. You don't want to miss this topic. So subscribe to the Flame Central podcast. You don't want to miss a minute. All right, coming up next, we have a very original fun theme in Warm, Hot, and Fuego. You don't want to miss it.
Then we head to the baseball diamond for highlights. We'll be right back.
Since 1971, Liberty University has had one mission: training champions for Christ. We've been at this for a while, and in the shadow of the Blue Ridge Mountains, we have grown to be a global force. Today, Liberty runs over 100,000 students around the globe, studying across 15 colleges and schools. And among that, proudly over 30,000 military students and their families. Across 700 programs of study, we train as one: nurses, artists, business leaders of the future and today. Together, we work to give back through service trips, local community work, and over 500,000 volunteer hours per year. And we play just as hard as we study, with 20 NCAA athletic programs and over 40 club sports teams. So, who are we? We are Liberty University, and we train champions for Christ.
Times are changing. At Liberty, we've made it our priority to grow, to learn, to improve. But even with all the change, our purpose remains. We want to equip people to go make a difference through their calling in their communities around the world. And though we are blessed with an amazing campus, our most valuable resource has always been the people, our students, and those who inspire them. It's the people who serve, maintain, support. It's you.
What's really important? Not the buildings, not the mountain, not the property, but the young people who use these buildings, who study in these facilities. They are important.
No matter what the future holds, we will stay focused on our goal. And the people of Liberty University are how we will continue to carry out our mission. They are the ones who empower us to
Training champions for Christ. Champions for Christ.
Training champions for Christ.
Welcome back to the show. The last time the Liberty baseball team played at home was 352 days ago, just before its season was cut short due to the COVID-19 pandemic. So it was only fitting for the weather to be absolutely gorgeous for this season's home opener at Worthington Field. It was sunny and 65, right? I think that's a Jimmy Buffett song, right? Hosting North Carolina A&T, the Flames getting on the board early. Second inning, Logan Matthews sends a two-run shot deep to center. 2-0 Flames. They put up 5 in the second alone, and they weren't done. Let's jump to the 7th. Jalen Guy joining in on the fun with a double to left. Josh Haney and Jake Wilson score to make it 12-1 Liberty.
Man.
Flames right-hander Mason Hand pitched 4 scoreless innings, allowing just 2 hits. He tied his career high with 6 strikeouts. LU breezes by NCA&T 16-2. The Flames travel to TCU for their next series. Should be a good one. We now have Rhett McGibbon here for Warm, Hot, and Fuego. This is where he breaks down the top 3 plays or moments of the week, and he's pretty original with this week's theme.
Yeah, I'm excited. I love a good fire in the fireplace, okay? That's what I love. So I've kind of worked it all together. Warm, Aaron Anderson, and what I'm talking about here is, you know when you get the kindling and you're trying to start the fire and you're like,
what's a kindling? What is
kindling?
that?
It's like the wood that you start the fire with, the little sticks.
I do the like packaged wood.
Yeah, I could see it. Or gasoline, you could see her. Anyways, you get the kindling, it starts to catch. You're like, oh, is this gonna work? Oh yeah, the fire's starting to burn. That's Aaron Anderson this year. D2 transfer coming in. You're like, is a transfer coming in? Is he gonna be able to stick? Yes, he has. This guy, okay, I have it on good word. They believe this guy's gonna lead the team in hits this year. Starts the year with a 4-game hitting streak. He's batting over 290. He's got a pair of RBIs in this last game. I think Aaron Anderson is going to be a real solid fixture for this Liberty Flames baseball team.
Some bold predictions there. Okay, so hot isn't good enough for the next topic. So in the fireplace, what's hot other than the fire?
Yeah, it's still the fire, but it's when you get that perfect roar coming from it, and that's Chelsea Igbarasi.
The crackle?
Yeah, exactly. There you go. Yeah, you've got a couple fire there. Chelsea Igbarasi on the weight throw for the women 3 times in a row, 3 weeks in a row. She has been the Ace on Field Athlete of the Week. Now get this is the crazy thing, okay? You think typically it's gonna be a tight contest. You're D1 athletics, everything's going on. She knocked off the next closest person by 7.5 feet. Why even show up to the event if you're the other team? I don't know. Great work, Chelsea. She's an absolute beast.
I think that's your next feature, is to go out there and have a little competition.
I've actually already inquired about that, so.
I like it.
Read
In
my emails.
Fuego is where we end. The top athlete moment or play of the week is?
McGee. And it's when you almost get the fire going too hot and you start to see, the frame underneath starting to glow red. You're like, oh, what have we done? That's McGee. That game against UNA, 29 points, just drained it from deep. But what I loved in that game about Darius was he was cutting to the basket, driving in, and when he can drive and finish at the rim, it opens up the three-pointer for him, and it's going to be a special day whenever he's doing that. And he's so nonchalant about it, too. Like, it's not like he's trying that hard. He's just like, yeah, just drained another one from way back, NBA style, but yeah.
Seth Curry type. All right, thanks, Red. Coming up, you're in a boat, stranded in the middle of the ocean. Who do you not want with you on your team? Men's basketball tells you next.
At Liberty University, we don't just believe everyone should have access to higher education, we make it happen. That's why we are offering our Middle America Scholarship to help families like yours by providing over $20,000 over the course of 4 years. Money should not hold you back from the life-changing experience at Liberty University. Find out if you qualify for the Middle America Scholarship today.
Hey there, friends. Welcome back to Flame Central. It's a classic question. If you were stranded on a boat in the middle of the ocean, who would you not want to be with?
I don't care who the person is. Being stranded in the middle of the ocean on a boat is one of my biggest fears. So let's just get to the hot seat and see what the guys say.
Who I wouldn't want with me on a boat. That's a tough one.
Blake Preston, oh my God.
I would say Blake.
Blake, we're gonna sink. The boat will sink if Blake is on there.
His head's real big, distraction, weigh the boat down.
Oh, yeah, it might weigh down the boat.
I'm gonna have him in the center of the boat, not leaning left or right, forward or backwards. Definitely Blake.
I love all my teammates, so.
I'd say probably Martin or Blake.
I think Blake would be pretty fun. I think he'd die right away. If Blake was on the boat with me, I'd probably go crazy. I don't think he can handle being by himself. If I wanted some time alone.
Probably Shiloh. I feel like it would be a tough ride. Be real quiet.
Shiloh, he doesn't talk enough. He'd get tired of me and throw me off.
If we got on the boat and we were stranded, I know for sure Blake is gonna do something and we're gonna tip this boat, we both just gonna be gone.
Darius, without a doubt.
Darius, because we probably just wouldn't get a lot done, be a lot of joking around.
He'd crack too many jokes. I'd get mad at him for not taking this situation serious enough.
Oh my gosh, I'd probably say Drake.
I feel like Drake plays around too much. I'd be a little scared.
Oh man, those are hilarious.
Yeah, they are. Unfortunately, we are out of time, but make sure you go to libertyflames.com and click the Flame Central link.
For Rhett, I'm Emily. We'll see you next week.